What's up, guys? I'm Coach RAC with Headbanger Sports. Today we were talking about hitting the outside pitch specifically. A lot of players today can pull the ball. That seems to be what everybody can do. But the ones who can hit the ball consistently to the opposite field are the ones that get to play at the higher levels. So today we're talking about the outside pitch. We're going to be going over 3 P's. They're going to help you hit that outside pitch. Okay, the very first one we're going to talk about is posture. Now, when I say posture, I'm talking about our upper body here. Now, this is something that you've probably heard before from me, but with our posture, we don't want to be too upright throughout the swing because it affects our bat path. That's actually going to be the second P. But for right now, this is what our posture should look like. For someone who's very pull happy, their posture throughout the swing flies open this way. Notice the angle of my chest in relation to the ground. It flies open this way. And also notice what happens to my bat when I do that. The bat comes up and this way as well. If you're driving the ball the other way, your bat path has to be working this direction. Your barrel has to be working this direction, or at the very least back at the pitcher. And when we pull open with our posture, the bat comes with, and we're not able to hit the outside pitch. Allow me to demonstrate what it should look like on that outside pitch. We hold our posture, we drive it the other way. The second P is bat path. Now, when I say path, here's what I mean. Path is just simply what direction your barrel goes on. So when I'm in my swing, this path here is very down and pull happy. This path here is very up and pull happy. This path here is very down and away happy. And this path here is it's not really happy for anybody. So when we talk about bat path, we're trying to get on line with the baseball for as long as possible. So again, draw a line from the pitcher into this point here. That line right there is the line you want to get your bat on for as long as humanly possible. So in my swing, I want to get my barrel to go on that line as long as possible. And again, the only way we can do that is by having a good posture, which was P number 1. But P number 2 is path. And so when we're driving that outside pitch, we got to make sure that our bat path is working in to out. So a good drill that I like to do, it's very simple. You can do it right now as long as you have a bat. Put your bat on the plate, point it out to the opposite field. Okay, you see the path of that bat. Now, I'm going to pick this bat up. I'm going to remember that line, and I'm going to take my barrel down that line through the baseball. And I drive it the other way very nicely. So again, posture and path, those are the first 2 P's. Now the final P is point. And when I say point, I mean contact point. Where are we making contact with the baseball? Now, there's some debate on this, but supposedly people will say you're supposed to hit the ball that you pull out front here, and you're supposed to hit the ball the other way back here on the plate. I would disagree with this. Generally speaking, if you're hitting the ball on the back of this plate right here, odds are you're clipping it foul, which is fine. It's okay to hit foul balls, but you're probably not going to drive the ball to the opposite field unless you still hit it out in front of the plate. It's going to be less out in front of the plate as that pull side, but it's still going to be out in front of the plate. Here I have the ball positioned probably 1 to 2 balls length in front of home plate, basically in line with my front foot, and that's roughly where we're going to make contact on that ball to the opposite field. So right here, as you can see, that pitch was clearly outside. It's out in front of the plate, and I'm still able to drive it well to the opposite field. So our contact point when we're going to the opposite field is not deep behind the plate. We're still hitting it out front, and that's where you hear a lot of coaches today talking about, oh, get the ball out in front, get the ball out in front. They are correct, but a lot of times when we think get the ball out in front, it causes us to lunge forward. So I don't want you to think get the ball out in front, but just understand your actual contact point is going to be actually in front of the plate a little bit. Something you'll hear coaches say a lot is let the ball travel, okay? And so here I have a little tip for you guys, one little bonus tip that's going to help you let the ball travel without you thinking wait. Because at least for me, every time I think, okay, wait, let it get deep, it throws off my timing. I lose my aggression, and that's something we can't lose as a hitter at the plate. So this is a tip that'll help you drive the ball to the opposite field a lot better, help you let the ball travel a lot better, and fix your contact point. And as always, this is very, very simple. All I want you to do is cut the ball in half, hit the inner half of the baseball. I preach it a lot. It really, really does help. Set the ball on the tee. Don't just hit the ball. Don't just aim for the ball. Aim for that side of the ball that is closest to you. That will force your bat path to stay inside the baseball. So here I'm going to try to drive the inner half of the baseball. Those are the 3 P's to hitting the outside pitch. And as always, I'm Coach RAC with Headbanger Sports. Let's grow.